Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, hey, you know something that we don't think about a lot in boxing, you know what I'm saying? We see them all the time, is, hey, the fathers, you know, the parents of the boxers, but basically the fathers of these boxers. You know, we see them all the time. You know, let's just go and give them a little props, you know, for the good or for the bad. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we see a lot of these fathers of these fighters, right? And they're in the mix, right? And you got to give them an A for effort, right? Whether a lot of times you agree with them or disagree or whatever, we can get into some of that. But at the end of the day, they're there, all right? They're there, and they're putting in the work. A lot of them putting in the work behind the scenes. A lot of them in the gym, you know, training them. Some of them train them. Some of them are part of the trainer team. Some of them are managers, right? Some of them are doing the publicity. You know, are out there talking more smack than their kids. You know, we got a fight coming up this week, the high-profile fight with the living legend Devin Haney. His father, you know, Bill, much maligned. They don't like him because Bill will talk some smack, but he's been backing it up. You understand? The dude's still undefeated. He's been there for his son, and he's in part of the training team, training this son. Got his son's back. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Brian Norman, Sr., putting in the work. Don't know much about him, though. He likes to talk some smack, though. You know, they handle their business. They're going to be, you know, they hyping the fight, you know, by talking smack. They got their sons back, and both of these guys are undefeated, so they've been doing a good job. Let's just give them some love with that. You know, you got other fighters. What's my man named Danny Garcia's father? You know, like him or loathe, Angel, I think his name. Angel. Used to love his interviews because he's just nuts. But Angel's in there in that trainer's team, training his son. Nuts as hell. You know, Danny ain't got to say much because Angel going to say something. Going to go over the top. You know what I'm saying? And I'm forgetting of fathers. It's a lot of them out there, you know, and they got this. Lomachenko's father. You know, Lomachenko's father brought him up from little. You know what I'm saying? Been in there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? It's just, these guys are out there, man. I'm forgetting something. It might hit me during the course of the video. My point about this is just simple. You know, the fathers, let's go and give them some love, man, because they, you know, they're producing good fighters. They're the reasons we got this entertainment. And at the end of the day, they're putting in a lot of work, guys. A lot of work, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of conviction, a lot of love for your kid. And it's another thing. It ain't easy to watch your kid get hit up in the damn face all the damn time. Even going back to sparring, you know what I'm saying? You know, we also know about Floyd Mayweather's father teaching somebody to become the very best ever. That's a lot you're putting into that, you know. So that's fathers. This is just basically, this ain't a Father's Day thing. Should have been on Father's Day, but it's just much props to the fathers in the sport, right? And those that I just forgot, it's a whole lot of them. It might come through that I think of some more, right now. But at the end of the day, Benavidez, you know, his father. There's one, another one, father, training two awesome guys, you know, training one of the Mexican monster, which is Dave Benavidez, okay. But even Jose ain't nobody to be playing with. Jose runs towards what you guys say nowadays, the smoke. He might have lost a fight or two, but he ain't like he ain't gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Well, all these other fighters running around here that ain't fighting nobody, ain't trying to fight nobody. You know, that brings me to a question, but I'm going to do a video about it. I'm going to do my research first. You know, remember those WBSS tournaments? Y'all remember them? When it was putting the very best against the best for a while. You know, the top 8 fighters fight for a year and a half. They have a quarterfinal, semifinal, and a final. Right? How many Mexicans was in them? You know, I bet you Jose Benavidez would have went to one of those tournaments where you ain't no easy fights. I guarantee you David Benavidez would have went to a WBSS tournament. All these guys is fighting these other ones, I guarantee you they wouldn't have. I ain't gonna go into the names, but just think about it. We've had all those tournaments, because I remember that cruiserweight tournament. It wasn't nothing but Eastern Europeans and Dorticus, right? Andre Ward's tournament back in the day, I ain't wasn't too many people there. That junior welterweight tournament back there where Regis Prograis was in there and the dude who won it, Josh Taylor, was in there. I don't know, because I remember Jose Ramirez didn't go. Right? Didn't go. But brother, I keep forgetting his name, from Dallas, Hooker, he didn't go neither. But I'm just saying, Jose Benavidez and Dave Benavidez would have go. They father trained them. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of these fathers that are training some of the best fighters that we're seeing. Them fathers got a lot to do with it. So let's just give the fathers props in this video. Damn it, props to the fathers that's handling y'all business, because you guys not only are loving your sons, not only are training your sons to elite level, but damn it, giving us entertainment. So much props. We'll bring the hate in another video, but this one is props to the pops. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.